Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. Today we are going to dive into an upcoming development that's going to pique the interest of home buyers who are looking for ultimate convenience. This is none other than at Parktown Residence, which is going to be the first integrated development in Tampines. Today we will be discussing some of the potential benefits of Parktown and why it may be suitable for you as a home buyer. But after meticulously looking at the data, we found two potential red flags that should concern you if you are looking to purchase this development. But first, let's look at why everyone is raving about Parktown Residence. Parktown is located along Tampines Street 62, which is also where the upcoming Tampines North MRT will be. Most people will be familiar with Tampines Central, where the mega malls and our Tampines hub is. But if you think of Tampines North, nothing might really give you an impression other than the fact that it's where the biggest IKEA in Singapore is. What many people do not know is that the government has already launched its first wave of BTOs there in 2014, and Tampines North represents the newest township within Tampines. Emphasis will be on the green spaces here, with the Tampines North Boulevard Park and the Eco Green Park underway. Now to the project details. Parktown will be developed by a powerhouse group of developers, namely UOL, CapitaLand and Singapore Land. They need little introduction, but the key thing here is that there will likely be a good synergy between them, seeing that the likes of UOL and Singapore Land are seasoned in residential developments, and CapitaLand are masters in the commercial and the mall arena. Parktown also commands a good land size of over 500,000 square feet, comprising of up to 12 blocks built up to 12 stories, with a total number of 1193 units. With such a big land size, the developer has also done well with the facilities, having two 50-meter pools, 6 function rooms, with 2 of them being catered for kids, and even having 2 gyms. There are many details in the e-brochure, so if you would like a copy, feel free to DM me. Parktown Residence is actually part of a very rare class of developments in Singapore, being part of an integrated transport hub. Apart from being directly connected to the commercial shops, as well as the upcoming Tampines North MRT, an integrated transport hub differentiates itself from a regular integrated due to the fact that it will also comprise of a fully air-conditioned bus interchange. For Parktown, residents will also be able to enjoy the hawker centre as well as a community club integrated within the development as well. Such convenience is hard to come by, and if we look at what percentage of private developments in Singapore are classified as an ITH, it is actually less than 1%, making this asset class extremely rare. This does explain the good take-up at recent ITH launches, such as at the reserve residences. Just take note that because of the cost of infrastructure involved, integrated developers do tend to be priced at a premium. This brings us to our first red flag, which is the premium that an integrated development comes with. From a consumer standpoint, will it actually be worth the premium? Let's take a look at a couple of examples. First, we have the Woodleigh Residences, which is an integrated development at Woodleigh MRT, versus Park Colonial, a non-ITH just across the road. Both developments launched around the same time, and at that time, Woodleigh Residence launched at an average of 2033 PSF, 300 PSF higher than Park Colonial, which launched at an average of 1748 per square foot. Fast forward to 2024, both developments did indeed make a profit, with Woodleigh transacting at a higher average PSF. However, if you look at the profits from both developments from their launches in 2018 till 2024, Woodleigh increased by 14.46%, whereas Park Colonial increased by double at 28.53%. Another example is Sengkang Grand Residence, which is an ITH at Buangkok MRT versus Jewel at Buangkok, a non-ITH just across the road. Jewel at Buangkok launched much earlier than Sengkang Grand, and if you look at the time frame from when Sengkang Grand launched, which was in 2019 till 2024, you can see that over the same duration, Jewel at Buangkok actually made more at 28% than Sengkang Grand, which only made 16%. Same thing, both developments did make profit. However, the ITH did not make as much as the non-ITH. The second concern that we have will be the comparison between the surrounding launches around Parktown. Tampines North, being a new township, does not have existing private developments. Next to Parktown, however, the developments next door are actually the upcoming Orel EC as well as Tenet EC. Orel EC will also be launching in February, and based on their land price, they are likely to be priced at the range of 1650 to 1750 per square foot on average. Tenet EC, which launched in 2022, transacted at an average of 1004 to 1500 per square foot. At this point of recording, we do not have the guide pricing for Parktown yet. From what we understand from the developer, we do foresee Parktown likely to range from 2,003 to 2,500 per square foot. This brings us to our main concern. If we compare this with Orel, this is a potential price gap of 25 to 30%. This means that Parktown will be setting the benchmark prices in the area, whereas owners of Orel and Tenet might find it easier to exit with their lower entry prices in the short term. As we do not have the indicative guide prices for Parktown yet, we can take reference from the recent newer ITH that were launched to get an estimate on the launch PSF of Parktown. The two most recent ITH that were launched in the OCR were Sengkang Grand in 2019 and Pasir Ris 8 in 2021. During launch, Sengkang Grand sold at an average of 1,700 per square foot, while Pasir Ris 8 sold between 1,004 to 2,000 PSF at an average of 1,006. Pasir Ris 8 already has sub-sale transactions crossing 1,974 per square foot. However, do bear in mind that there were only 2 sub-sale transactions so far, as it has not yet TOP. As such, we have not seen enough sub-sale transactions to get a concrete analysis, but my guess is that transactions will cross 2003 to 2004 once it TOPs. Sengkang Grand, on the other hand, has sub-sale transactions crossing 2219 PSF, and it has more sub-sale transactions compared to Pasir Ris 8 because it launched earlier and has already obtained TOP in 2023. With GFA harmonization, we can add a premium of about 6% to the 2219 PSF. This works out to be 2352 per square foot, if Sengkang Grand were a GFA harmonized plot like Parktown Residence. After analysing the harmonized PSF of the recent sub-sale transactions of Sengkang Grand, and also seeing that Sengkang Grand would be an older development, if Parktown were to price at a similar price range, this could be something exciting, given that it would be brand new. While we are still awaiting the official guide prices from the developers, I do think that Parktown will be a good value proposition in the medium to long term. However, I do also have a walk-away price in mind. So how should you as a buyer determine this based on your investment strategy? If you would like to find out more, do feel free to DM me. Till then, see you in my next video. Bye bye!